That takes me back to when you was a kid. You turned up at Man United, and this isn't about it's about football, but it's more about you. You turn up, skinny,
Fraquinho.
And the hair is crazy.
With spaghetti.
Yeah, spaghetti hair, the teeth is all over the place. Right? And you're the entertainer. You come, you're doing skills, the people, they can't believe it. I remember Rude was the main man. Everybody coming after the saying, Ronaldo, after. Even he couldn't believe it. Like, everyone was like, wow. And you was all about step over entertainment. And then fast forward 5-6 years, you leave, you go to Real Madrid, golden ball. Face is fixed, good looking, body, fucking amazing. And a killer in front of goal.
Yeah. I learned that in Manchester United because the last years in Manchester United, I was the best scorer in Champions League. And in the league, I was the best scorer too. So
40-something goals.
The mindset is changed.
How?
There.
Yeah, but what made you change?
Because I realized that the goals for our positions, it's more important than fucking step overs. Which is good, I know. The show boots. You remember Saturday?
Oh, I used to love it.
Yes, showboat is nice.
You used to sit there and watch Sky, and when the showboat segment come on, he used to go, aye, aye, like that.
Yes, it's chapters that you have in your life, and you realize that things that you do, it doesn't worth it anymore, or worth it less. And I start to realize that to win important things and win Champions League and golden balls and golden boots, you have to score goals, and you have to perform in front of the net, and to coming in the first page of paper, you have to score goals. If not, they don't put in the first page, you cut the ball in the line. It's the guys who score goals.
Yeah. Just on that point, you've played, and we're going a bit off topic here, but you've played at loads of clubs at the top level, and obviously there's always been young players at all those clubs. What are the young players like interacting with you at these clubs? Have you got any good examples of players that come to you for advice, or you can tell that they're watching you? Who are those guys, and what's it like?
You know me very well. I don't lie. I see the best examples. I see Gary Neville, your example, Giggsy, Roy Keane. What I do, I check everything, and I take from what you do best, what Gary do best, and I make my own personality, my own style, my own profession.
What was it about those guys? What did you take from me then?
You are professional. Good looking is very far from that. No, but you always do it gym. You're always strong, center back, strong with the good muscles in a pitch. But outside, you do it gym. I remember a lot. You are a tall guy, but strong guy. Abs with Cleggy and everything. And of course, the environment that we have in Manchester was good. Because everyone have his own ego, but in the same time, we put our ego inside the team, and they know each other what they should do it in a pitch to win stuff. It's not coincidence that we won everything. Because you know your work, you, Vidic, Ruud, Saha, me, Gary Neville, Phil. They know, everyone knows his rule in a team. And this is, for my opinion, who change the football and the trophies. Yes. Spain, for example, they win Euros. If you see Spain, the way they play, you see everyone knows his rules. This is why they win. It's not coincidence. They beat everybody. You understand? They deserve. You have to. They work as a team. And the big teams, the teams who win more titles and Champions League, it's the team that plays, they know their role. My opinion.
And they sacrifice their
Exactly.
But back to the point about going from winger to a number 9 and scoring loads of goals. What did you have to change? Did Sir Alex Ferguson give you any pointers? Did maybe Van Nistelrooy, or did somebody say to you need to change this? And like, what did you have to work on that was different from being a winger to become the crazy goal scorer?
I realized that the environment that I have, the players who I play with, I learn. I take something from all of them, in my opinion. And
like who? Like what? Rude or
everyone, even from the defenders. You take, as I told you before, you take a piece of everybody, the best ones, the most professional, and you build yourself. You understand? Ruud, for me, was to play with the...
back to goal.
For me, was the best ever, in my opinion. And I start to felt training with them, the finishings, that I start good with the left, with the right.
Yeah,
I was
when
good.
you signed, you wasn't good with the left.
Yeah, but I improve.
Yeah.
I improve. I was in the contest that was good because everyone practice, and I was there and I start to felt that I'm good. I start good with the left, with the right, start to score goals, and your confidence coming up. You understand? And this is why where you start to felt that Cristiano, okay, you can do it step over, but focus more in what you are good because you start to score goals and you are good to score goals. So maintain that. And for me, it's the most smart way if you want longevity in a football, that all of us, we start to lose things. Imagine in a high level of football or tennis or Formula One, you start to lose things by the age. It's normal. It's a normal process to adapt the things that you lost and the other things that you win to build as a player. I know I'm not the same player that 10 years ago. People say, it's not the same players than 10 years. Of course, no. You are the same guy. You have more gray hair. You are more fat. For example, your gray hair.
Why?
You are not the same.
Why? Come on, man. I thought we was having a good time.
But you understand what I mean.
Yeah.
You have to adapt.
And Cristiano's playing outside left against John O'Shea, and the poor souls, he's got tortured blood. Tell me honestly, he's absolutely annihilating. I'm up there, I'm going, John, get him against him. He says, I can't. So I get my kit manager, says, get up there to the director's box and get Peter Kenyon down right away at half time. So Peter Kenyon came down and says, we're not leaving here.
Peter Kenyon was the then chief executive of United.
Time.
Yeah.
And says, we're not going to go leaving here without that boy in the plane. So then we got a little room after the game with the president of Lisbon, his agent, his lawyer, and the boy. And I said, I want you to come back with us to Manchester. Now that's an acid test. If he doesn't want to come, you know he doesn't want to join you. He says, yeah, I'd love to come, but I want my mother here. So it's great. Next morning, his mother, his sister, his brother, the whole troop come out. And I said to him, I promise you one thing, you'll get the best education you can possibly get here, but you won't play every week. And he looked at me like that, you know, and he was impressed. He said, you know, he didn't expect that. I says, the Premier League is a very difficult league. And you may play substitute, sometimes you may play an odd game, you may play in the League Cup, which we do have a lot of young players. And but we said, but when do you get in the first team? Well, if you get to a level that's Manchester United, that can't stop you. You pick yourself. And he played his first game. He was sub in the first game of the season against Bolton. They came on at half-time. A crowd went absolutely mad on him. It was fantastic. The courage to take the ball. The first, the right back of Bolton whacked him right in the first minute. He came on in the second half. He got him and says, give me the ball. You know, the great players have got this courage. Nothing will daunt them. They're not afraid of anything. And Cristiano had that.
And how, when he first came to Manchester, I think he came with his mother and
yeah,
sister
they all
came
stayed,
up, right?
yeah.
How disciplined was he in his sort of daily ritual at that point?
Well, he was the best practicer I've ever known. But he had these, what you call Latin American faults.
You can get arrested for saying that in the state of California.
And it's a simple fault which can be eradicated if the boys get the right desire and the discipline and listen to us. And he was diving as a young kid. And
diving to try and get a penalty.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. And the players were great with him. Every time he'd go down, he'd scream, and the players are going screaming him back, and yeah, get up here, you know that. And I used to get him all the time. The unfortunate thing for Ronaldo, because he was such a great player, the press never left him alone in that situation, you know, because after about a year and a half, it never happened. But any time he was fouled, somewhere along the line, the critics would say, oh yeah, he dives. But no, it's not true. Because the speed he was going at, against defenders. All you need to do is nudge them a little bit and the ball one scores and they go down.
Mm-hmm.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Ooh, how long have we got? How long have we got, Jose?
That's that's easy. Everybody says, and I say the same. He's not 25 anymore. He's 35. Okay, he doesn't score 50 goals, but how many did he score? 35.
Amazing.
So, the record is incredible. The numbers they speak by itself.
What drives him on? What drives him on? Fitness.
I think records.
Yeah.
He's a legend. He's one of these big names that stays forever in football history. But the guy he motivates himself with numbers, with new things. He wants to win the gold ball X times and the golden boot X times, and he wants to beat Ali Daei record in Iran of 100 and X goals in a national team.
Yeah.
He wants to not just to play these Euros. He's already thinking that he wants to play the next World Cup.
Does he get angry when people say maybe Messi's better? Would that infuriate him?
I don't think so. I just think that critics motivates him. I think he feels if people criticize me, it's because I am who I am.
Jealous.
And I did what I did, and I still try to do, and he gets that as an extra motivation. I think as an opponent, you should be quiet and don't say a wrong word about him, because that would be always a motivation for him. I think he's the player that everybody knows he is, and mentally really very, very strong.
By the way, he scored some goals with his head as well. People don't realise how good in the air.
All round.
Yeah.
Some great goals in the air.
Yeah. He should leave Italy now and leave me in peace.
When I first signed in Madrid, we all knew that Cristiano Ronaldo was a professional. He's always on time and this. And we're like, Emmanuel, you kind of like have a saying that you are a bad guy, you are this. So try at least for the first week or 2 weeks to be the best you can, like best version of Adebayo. So I'm like, okay. And they called me. They said tomorrow the training is supposed to start at 10:30. If you can get there for 9:30, 1 hour before training. I'm like, okay. This is my first session. There is no time to be late. So let me go around 8:30, 8:45. So I have like 2 hours. I got at 8:45. The lights were dark, like the dressing room was dark. So I was happy. And I'm like, oh, thank God I am the first to be here. They will say this guy's a proper
First one, they set the example.
Yeah, they will say this guy's a proper professional and everything. But I can hear some noise underneath. I'm like, what's happening down? Then, because my first session, so I don't know the training ground. And I asked one of the physio, what is happening downstairs? He said, oh, Cristiano is downstairs swimming already. I'm like, okay, come on,
Different
man.
mentality.
This guy, man, I want to be the first. I'm now second. He's already here. So I went to see him. He said, oh, Emmanuel, nice meeting you. How are you? How's everything? Did you need something? But I realized that he didn't just came to the training ground. He was there way before. Then I asked him, what time you get here? He said 7:30. And I'm like, okay, thank you. Good luck. See you later. Bye. The training starts at 10:30. You get at 7:30 to do what? 3-4 hours before training. So for me, I'm like, you know what? I will leave you in your own world and enjoy your football, enjoy your career. And up to today, he's 41, still living big, still playing football, still on top of the game. It's just beautiful to watch. An example for the kids.
How old were you when you came over to join Manchester United? You were just 18?
18, yeah.
18 years old. And you'd already left home at 12, I think, to go to Lisbon, so you were used to living away from home. But coming here and meeting British people and having to work with Sir Alex Ferguson, that must have been quite a shock in some ways, I imagine?
Not really. It was the key why I'm moving here to England. Because I remember I had a conversation with him when we play Sporting against Manchester, and we had a quick chat, and he told me, listen, I'm interested in you. I want that you join us in Manchester. It was the key. So it's unbelievable person. He treat me very good. He's, as I say many times, he's like a father for me in football. So I have to appreciate what he did for me. I passed 6 years in Manchester, very good. I win many titles in terms of collective and individual. It was unbelievable timing for me here in England.
Well, your English now is very good.
Well, I try my best.
Yeah. And this isn't me just being polite. It is very good. But when you first came, I guess it wasn't as good. And certainly, I have spoken it all my life, but I find it hard to understand Alex Ferguson sometimes. So that must have been difficult for you at first.
But I still don't understand him. Because in the beginning, I had to translate, a Brazilian man.
So you had to translate that
Of course.
What, for all British people or just for Alex Ferguson?
Well, basically, only for him.
Yeah. What things do you remember then? What things did he help you with? Which things did he teach you about to become a better footballer or a better person?
Well, it teach me in both ways. And in terms of personal stuff, I just have to say thank you for what he did for me. Especially when I remember the thing that I have more in my memory is the time when my father was sick in hospital. And we had a tough moment of the season because we had important games in the Champions League, in the league. And I say, Coach, I need to go to see my daddy. And I was a key player. I was a very important player. Yeah. And he said, listen, your family is the most important that you have in your life. If you want to go 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, you can go. These moments is what I keep for me because it was the most important moments in my life. And he shared with me. This is why I respect him. And for me, is the best coach I ever had.